Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is HD, and I'm making an HD broadcast here of Starcraft 2 once again. This is going to be direct from my Spanishiwa, replay pack. And I promised you guys that after I did some MLG games, I was going to switch back to doing some Spanishiwa games. Obviously, I've been working, as you guys all know. I'm going to make an announcement about that very soon. I think a lot of you guys are going to be excited about finding out where I'm working at right now. It is local for me, at least in San Francisco. Yeah, so I'll be making an announcement about that very soon. I've been obviously busy. I've been working 40 hours a week pretty much, so I haven't been able to upload as many videos as I would like to, but I am going to try to start getting cranking some more games out whenever possible. One thing that I want to do actually is bring back the HD daily ladder, but maybe not so much in a daily format, but just in a format whenever I'm got the free time to do ladder games. I just recently started playing ladder, and boy, let me tell you guys, the ladder scene has really gotten crazy. And what I mean by that is I haven't really played too many ladder games in Season 2. I played maybe like less than 15. I'm still in Masters, but I really haven't laddered hardcore for maybe a month or so. And I know a lot of you guys right now are like, oh god, HD, what are you doing? Why aren't you playing ladder? This is like your game. And yeah, I know, guys. You know, obviously I've been really busy, but I do want to start getting back into ladder. And so I was playing like 5 or 10 games today, and I kid you not, the scene is ridiculously more hard than it used to be. Either that, or I just got really bad. Obviously, either one of those is definitely a possibility. I think, though, that the scene has really gotten much more difficult. The tier of players is just way better. I mean, I was having difficulties with players in low Masters, high Diamond, which you guys all know. If you guys watched my Season 1 videos, I used to be in pretty high Masters. So I am going to try to rectify that issue. I'm going to try to start playing more ladder games, and I do want to bring back the daily ladder in some form or another. And let me know what you guys think about that. Post down in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. And I've been kind of spewing out everything about my life and everything's in this game so far. So let me go ahead and get back to this game at hand. This is Moman versus Spanishiwa. Spanishiwa, obviously from North America. He's now attending, or he will be attending, UC Davis. He is the red Zerg at the bottom left-hand corner. You guys can see by the tabs we have up here at the top left. And Moman is actually, did I just completely mix that up? Moman's the red Zerg at the bottom left-hand corner. Spanishiwa is the blue Zerg at the top right. Moman's actually from France, so he is a French StarCraft 2 player. For some reason or another, a lot of French players get flack in the StarCraft 2 community, so I don't know why. Moman is an excellent StarCraft 2 player. He's amazingly intelligent and very good. Yes, I guess you guys realize by now this is a Zerg versus Zerg, but because this is from Spanishiwa's replay pack, I feel like, yeah, I was, obviously, as you guys can see, I was just playing this person on ladder. He actually did defeat me, I believe. Or actually, I don't know. I might have beat him. But regardless, yeah, this is a Zerg versus Zerg. But this is from Spanishiwa's replay pack, which I think is going to be a really good game. We have Spanishiwa here coming in here with quite a few Zerglings trying to do some damage. I think he was able to kill maybe one drone, and he may end up losing his Overlord here. Oh, this is always so nasty. Sometimes as a Zerg player, you just kind of send your Overlord out in a scouting direction, and you completely forget that it's gonna walk over the opponent, which has queens. Now, Spanishiwa trying to distract the queen there with his Zerglings, but ends up losing the Overlord regardless. He's now in the red. So he is a little bit of a deficit right now, but I really feel like in this game so far, Spanishiwa is doing quite good because he's got a good amount of map control at the center of the map. He could use some saturation at the natural, but then again, I guess so could Moman. Both players really having about equal numbers of drones. Spanishiwa here is trying to be very aggressive with these Zerglings, and this is something that Spanishiwa does so well. As a Zerg player, you've noticed time and time again, he is one of those Zergs that is able to be aggressive at almost all points in the game. And he's able to use so many strange strategies. Burrowed Infestors, Burrowed Roaches, changelings, contamination from the overseers, mutabombs, baneling bombs, you have it, you name it, Spanishiwa is able to pull it off. And I think that's what makes him such a crowd fan favorite. He's such a pleaser because he's able to do so many interesting builds. So Moman here, I guess the onus is on him to make something happen because he's really camped up and cooped up inside his base, which as a Zerg you never really want to give map control to your opponent. But the problem here is that Moman has no idea. Well, I guess he does have Overlords placed very well at the center. I was going to say he has no idea what Spanishiwa's got at the middle, but in fact Moman really smart here. He's got Overlords at the center, and he can indeed tell exactly what Spanishiwa has, and now he's feeling comfortable. Okay, I've got enough roaches and zerglings, I can kind of push out a little bit, but he wants to be careful because he doesn't have speed, whereas Spanishiwa does. So if he pushes out too much, Spanishiwa could run in and just annihilate Moman's drone line. So until Moman gets speed of his own, which it looks like he's getting right now, he is not going to be doing any kind of a push out. Spanishiwa also throwing up a lot of spine crawlers here, maybe worried about some kind of a possible counterattack with speedlings or roaches or something. Very defensive, in fact. So I think at this point we may actually have a somewhat long-term ZVZ, which nowadays isn't so, I guess you could say, uncommon, but the thing about ZVZ is it's constantly fluctuating the metagame. Back in the days it was all about Ling Baneling, and then it became kind of more about roach heavy play, and nowadays it's more about getting those early speedlings out. So it can be a short game, it can be a long game. I think we're going to be seeing a long ZVZ here, which actually pleases my eye, brings a tear to my eye, because I always love watching a long ZVZ. I think the short ones are a little less than climactic, less than stellar. So yeah, I'm glad that we're going to be seeing a long one here from Spanishiwa, and I don't think we've seen a ZVZ from him from this replay pack as of yet. Now, since we're kind of in the lull of the game where both players are building up, both players have pretty good economies, army tabs showing that Moman's actually a little bit ahead. Since we're in the pretty much the build-up phase right now, I do want to give you guys a real-life announcement. Recently, I got a letter from the DA allowing me to prosecute the chop shop, which stole my car. Yes, I got my car stolen, guys, if you guys haven't noticed or haven't been watching my videos lately. So I got a letter from the DA, and I guess I'll be able to prosecute the chop shop and recuperate any funds I had from my car, because I actually only had one-way insurance. I don't know if I mentioned that in my videos before. So I should be able to recuperate my losses, as well as the $750 charge that this towing company is charging me. So that is good news indeed, and I am happy about that. So I'm definitely brought a smile to my face. Anyways, it looks like now we have a little bit more action happening here. Moman is pushing out with some speedlings. Both players actually having some speedlings on the center. Gonna just give chase for a little bit. Spanishiwa here opting to go for Spire, whereas Moman has opted to go for Hydralisk Den. Oh, Moman gets a run in here with the Zerglings. He sees the Spire going up. Uh-oh. Might have pushed the wrong key right there, so totally excuse me, guys. Sometimes, you know, I was trying to push V to see what Moman could see, but I ended up pushing B instead, which is actually back. But anyways, Moman gets in here with Zerglings. He sees the Spire going up, as you guys can see there, and he gets a full scout off in the main. He sees the Evo chamber. Most importantly, he does not see a Roach Warren, so he knows right now that Spanishiwa is not going to be going for roaches of any sort. He knows Spanishiwa is going for a Muta Ling build, and he can prepare accordingly by getting Spore Crawlers. He can cut roach production at this point. Actually, he's still producing roaches. I suppose he wants to get roaches because he realizes there's a lot of Zerglings from Spanishiwa, and he wants to make sure that he doesn't just get overrun by Lings. Spanishiwa here actually has a chance to run right by the natural into the main. Spanishiwa is now inside the main. Moman getting Spore Crawlers up really early here. Didn't need Spore Crawlers up that soon. He knows the Spire wasn't up for at least another, you know, the mutas wouldn't be out for at least another 30 seconds. We can see 30 mutas coming out now, but Spanishiwa doing some pretty good damage. The drone line has killed off about 13, 14 drones. It looks like Moman is gonna be able to hold it off. But at what cost? Losing 16 drones as a result. Income tab showing that he's actually still ahead in workers, so that's really kind of intriguing. I guess Moman here this entire time has been a macro whore. He's been selling himself on the street for a dime a drone, and he's he has quite a few drones. He, in fact, oversaturation, overpopulation here. This is a city ordinance no-no. So he actually has a lot of drones. He is doing quite well for himself, but Spanishiwa doing a pretty good attack. And of course, Spanishiwa has, what, 2 more additional hatcheries over Moman. So, in fact, even though Moman has some pretty good drone coverage right now, Spanishiwa is going to be able to pull ahead in moments. And of course, he's got Mutalisks evermore retaining that map control and not allowing Moman to take a step outside of his base. Except for that really good Zergling scout run by. Which you have to also say that if Moman didn't run Zerglings in, if he didn't scout his opponent, he would not have Spore Crawlers right now. And very well, he may not have even had Hydralisks out, even though he had a Hydroden. So, Moman with that scout, I think, was able to save him the game, because these Mutalisks would certainly have come as a surprise. Now, it's really on Spanishiwa, I think, to just buckle down, continue to drone up. He's got so many hatcheries right now. He's getting spines and spores everywhere. In fact, just spines, I believe. Just as a precautionary measure, but Moman does have Hydralisks and Roaches, and they do have 1 weapons. Now, of course, Hydras are fairly good against Mutalisks, but Mutalisks are actually pretty darn good against Hydras as well. With the amount of Hydras on the ground, though, I think Moman can overpower Spanishiwa's Mutalisks. He may need a couple more Hydras. It looks to be a little bit even. Moman here pushing in with Roaches and Hydras, and this can be a deadly combination. It looks like Spanishiwa is trying to build 10 Roaches right now to counter this push, and Moman maybe catching Spanishiwa off guard. I think Spanishiwa was counting on this Mutalisk controlling the map. Moman saying, nope, I'm not going to stay contained all day. I'm going to push out with a fairly large Roach Hydra army. Spanishiwa here has a lot of spines at the 3rd. This spine grid defense may be able to protect the tertiary expansion. Spanishiwa now coming in with his Mutalisks. It looks like he will be able to overpower the Hydras, and if the Hydras go down, the Mutalisk should be able to take out the rest of these Roaches, and it looks like Spanishiwa is gonna be able to hold. I'm pretty sure all the Hydras went down. Moman now just with a handful of Roaches, and these Roaches are also going to go down. The thing about Roaches, guys, is, I mean, they have a ton of armor and a ton of HP, so Mutalisks take forever to kill them. So, in fact, if Moman's got a lot of Roaches, he could just bum rush right on by the Mutalisks, and those Roaches can tank the Mutas for a fairly long time. Oh, that's not good right there. The Hydra's actually really left alone by the Roaches. The Roaches could have absorbed some of the glaive shots for the Hydras. As a result, all the Hydras go down. Now, like I said before, these Roaches will have a long time to go before they fall, and Moman will have to try to exact as much damage as possible. I like how he's splitting the armies up, sending half to go down to the bottom right-hand expansion, and this half to just hold off the Mutalisk. So he's trying to do as much drone damage as possible. He may, oh man, if he can pick off the hatchery, that would certainly be a very good boon. He's killed off 10 workers of his own for now. It looks like the Roaches at the front still delaying the Mutalisks, and that means this hatchery will go down. Great play by Moman. Exactly what he needed to do, but I would love to see him get another hatchery. He is still down by 1 hatchery against Spanishiwa, now calling the all-out retreat of his Roaches. Doesn't want to continue doing battle against these Mutas, which at this point, that's actually enough Mutas to kill off those Roaches in a pretty, decent amount of time. Now Moman coming in with Hydras. Oh, Spanishiwa almost losing a lot of Mutalisks when he didn't have to. Definitely could have cost him right there. Wow, I'm really curious why Moman has not decided to get another hatchery right now. He is still on 2 bases, which is really intriguing. He has a macro hatchery, but I feel like if he could get another 3rd right now, he would be in such a great position. Well, maybe not a great position, but he needs a 3rd to at least catch up. So very interesting. Spanishiwa now coming in with a horde of Mutalisks. Gonna be able to take out possibly the hatchery here. Nothing Moman can do about that. And so Moman decides, you know what? I'm just gonna go eye for an eye right now. He's got a lot of Roaches and Hydras of his own, forcing the pullback by Spanishiwa. Now Moman needs to, I don't know about the Hydras. Oh, the fungal growth hitting the Hydras. That's what I was saying. I don't know about Moman pushing in with these Hydras. He's gonna need them to hold off against the Mutalisks. Now Moman calling Queens off the line. A couple of Spore Crawlers there as well. Very interesting placement. Oh, Moman getting fungaled. His Hydras have no HP whatsoever, and as a result, easily died to the Mutalisks. Oh man, once again, Moman, I don't know why he pushed up so close, but regardless, it looks like he's gonna continue pushing with Queens and Hydras, guys. He is just going balls to the wall right now. Spanishiwa actually is in a little bit of trouble, guys. He doesn't seem to have that many units. He's losing several drones inside the mineral line here. It looks like roaches have been impaling his drones the entire time. And if we look on the army supply tab, Moman is actually ahead of Spanishiwa. Moman here pulling a miracle last-ditch attack. Remember, he really doesn't have any more minerals in the bank, so this is pretty much an all-in from Moman. He is currently just has a population of drones just chilling. I don't know why he's doing that. He needs a distance mine or something. And Spanishiwa is just trying to hold down the fort here with Infestors, transfusing an Infestor to bring it to full HP. And this is going to be a really close one. Surprising attack by Moman. May actually be able to hold this off. Spanishiwa is transfusing his stuff as well as Moman transfusing his units. A couple more roaches coming out from the natural, and that may be enough to push Moman back. Oh god, this is gonna be so close. Moman with 1-1, Spanishiwa with 0-2. Upgrades pretty similar. And it looks like Moman is gonna get overpowered. Moman bringing in 4 spores right here. It's the 4 tentacle with holes. I don't know what to call them. They're burrowing at the natural. If only there were spines. They're attacking the overlords. And Moman's distance mining for more minerals right now, but he may not be able to recuperate enough to get more roaches out. And Moman looks like he's gonna GG out of this game. Great migration of the overlords. And it looks like Moman is gonna GG out. So pretty interesting Zerg versus Zerg there. Definitely was interesting, in fact. I like the play by the French StarCraft 2 player Moman. Unfortunately, he didn't hold up the French pride today. So for all you people viewing from France, I am sorry. Hopefully I will be able to get some more good French games coming out soon. And I thought that was a pretty good game. Obviously, this is more of a casual kind of broadcast, not as, you know, high intensity as the GSL, because those guys are just insanely good. They're like on a whole nother level, and, you know, my hormones just go raging when I watch those guys play. But Spanishiwa, a very good, very cool guy and a good friend of mine. Great play by him, and once again taking another victory in this replay pack. Stay tuned, guys. I will have more games coming soon. Also, I will be hopefully bringing back the ladder games, the daily ladder in some form or fashion. Probably not in a daily way, but I will start bringing more daily or more ladder games soon. So just let me know if you guys want to see that. And I think that's all for today. Stay tuned, guys. HD signing out.